Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Charlie Grossenberg with Grossenberg Implement. Yes, we're excited to announce the purchase of Peterson Machine in Beersford, South Dakota. A great opportunity that Randy Bach and the Bach family contacted us about, and we are excited to expand our stores, our growth of John Deere dealerships. And the opportunity Randy gave us was something that we definitely wanted to take advantage of. And we're excited. I mean, the people, communities, we're excited to get to know them and get to work with them.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Kenols wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and drgnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first...
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Have all of your painting supplies at the Paint Store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX is brought to you by Bank West, Bank Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Yankee Floor Vault Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor Basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yesway, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Edgewood Healthcare, and Venture Communications. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Consuba Agency, State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, AgTegra, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto.
Now, here, Governor Basketball.
There was one chance last Friday night for the Pierre Governor girls to get to actually play on their home floor. And as we said during Friday night's broadcast, they did what they needed to do in overwhelming the Yankton Gazelles. Now it is back on the road. In fact, there are going to be some miles put on in the next week or so. But tonight it is to for this school, its oldest rival. And for the Pierre Governor girls, they want to keep up what's so good. 4 wins in a row, a record of 12-2. But tonight, a challenge. Yes, the Huron Tigers are 9-6, and no, they're not the biggest team you'll ever see. But if they start shooting well, they can be tough to beat. It's AA girls basketball from the historic Huron Arena as the Pierre Governors meet the Huron Tigers. Hi, everyone. I'm David Burrell. Our studio coordinator is Haley Hansen. Live ticket with Caleb Brozick handling the video tonight. We're very glad to have you with us. Remember, watch this game brought to you by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page. And keep on track on who's ahead with our Wegner Auto scoreboard. Wegner Auto is the one place to go, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. Thanks for spending what's been a very pleasant Tuesday with us here in Huron. As the Governor girls had that 59-18 win, did the job with a 35-0 run, got the starters out by the middle of the third quarter, and continued to use the defensive pressure to help put the game away. As he said, there will be better days for Yankton girls basketball ahead, but they're very much a young team and at a rebuilding point right now. For the Governor girls, and they're in a historic building tonight, and there's a chance for a little more Governor girls basketball history to be made by Remington Price. She did on Friday night when she hit 2 threes to make her the all-time 3-point leader for the program with 176 passing Emily Michelson. But with her 8 points on Friday night, Remington is now at 981 for her career. And that leaves her only 19 from becoming the 5th Governor girls player to join the 1,000-point club. Sydney Palmer and Steph Pollock and Emily Michelson and Karen Hossack in that order are in the top 4. So Price with a chance to do it if all works out. If not tonight, certainly maybe in Bismarck when the Governor girls meet the Demons on Friday night. Not just Remy, of course, a team that just continues to play superb defense, allowing just 41.4 points per game. They allow, or at least force, over 19 turnovers per game. It's a defense that just gets after it and has done the job all season long. And tonight, they'll go against a Huron team. They have Heaven Gainey, they have Isabel Elwine. These are threats anywhere on the floor. Isabel Elwine especially. Huron's playing better basketball lately. They've improved to 9-6 for their first-year head coach, Cody Kaufman, who I think you'll really enjoy hearing from on our keys to success. This is the Pottsville Agency State Farm pregame in Huron. Pottsville Agency State Farm Insurance in Pierre and Gregory, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team, and they remind you that snow means slow, to make sure to drive the conditions. Hopefully we won't have to do that again anytime soon, but I know winter's not over yet. And neither is our Pottsville Agency State Farm pregame. We'll take a look around AA basketball in just a bit. Our keys to success on the way, and our starting lineups in the law on the court before the opening tip between Pierre and Huron at the Huron Arena, and more in our Pottsville Agency State Farm pregame in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball, 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
This is John with Pottsville State Farm. We all know February is the month of love, and the team at Pottsville State Farm wants to make sure that you have everything you love in life insured. Set an appointment with us during Insure Your Love Month and receive a sweet treat on us from South Dakota Popcorn in downtown Pierre. Set up an appointment to insure your love today by giving the team at Pottsville State Farm a call at 605-224-4173 or by stopping by the office at 1315 East Wells in Pierre.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play. Hey, DQ fans, spread the love with February's Blizzard Treat of the Month, Triple Truffle. It blends peanut butter, fudge, caramel truffles, and of course, that world-famous DQ soft serve. You heard that right, not one, Not 2, but 3 of the best truffles from the chocolate box. Show your love to that someone special this month with the Triple Truffle Blizzard Treat. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality healthcare of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Transports have been arriving and inventory is looking good. New, pre-owned, certified pre-owned, all price ranges, all makes and models. During the month of February, just to sweeten the deal, we have dinner certificates with every purchase. They can be used in most any restaurant in Pierre and Fort Pierre. See our inventory at beck-motors.com. Stop out today. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Every day, we're making a great deal better.
Tuesday night of basketball at the Huron Arena. Pierre Governors and the Huron Tigers and girls action tonight. This is the Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame. Glad to have you with us. And in AA girls basketball, still at the top of the heat in the seed point standings is Sioux Falls Washington Warriors at 11-2. They're one of the 2 teams to defeat the Governors. Sioux Falls Jefferson is next at number 2. And then it's the Governors, and they're about 0.07 of a point behind Jefferson in that seed point standing. Harrisburg is number 4, and then it's Rapid City Stevens 5th, although they did suffer a loss last week, so they dropped a little. O'Gorman is 6th, then Brandon Valley, and the Huron team that the Governors see here tonight stands in the number 8 spot. As we say, their record is 9-6. 9 through 16 are Mitchell, Sioux Falls, Lincoln, Watertown, Spearfish, Aberdeen Central, then it's Brookings, Rapid City Central, and despite being winless, Sioux Falls Roosevelt is in the 16th spot. Well, you play those Sioux Falls schools, that'll pump up your points. Yankton, Sturgis, and Douglas are on the outside looking in, if it ended now. Busy night in AA girls basketball. O'Gorman is playing at Lincoln, and also this evening, it is this will be a good one. Sioux Falls, Washington is at Brandon to meet Brandon Valley. That should be a pretty good ball game. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is at Brookings, Aberdeen Central and Mitchell in the Corn Palace. Sioux Falls Jefferson goes to Watertown. Douglas in a Black Hills Conference game hosting Hill City. And it is Spearfish just making the trip down I-90 to Sturgis to meet the Scoopers tonight. In AA boys basketball, well, now the Pierre Governors stand at number 8, but they need a win. They are at home tonight. In fact, they're at home for the next 3. Maybe that'll help. They've had these close losses on the road lately. 4 losses in their last 6. 3 of those have come on the road, including that 5-point loss in Yankton last Thursday night. Pierre at number 8 right now. Sioux Falls Jefferson number 1, then Lincoln, Mitchell, Yankton, Brandon Valley, Roosevelt, Harrisburg, and then the Governors. Washington number 9 in the boys AA seat point standings. Then it's O'Gorman, Huron, 12 through 16 are Watertown, Aberdeen Central, Rapid City Central, Spearfish, and Sturgis. Stevens, Douglas, and Brookings outside looking in 17 through 19. The Governors are hosting Huron tonight at the Riggs High Gym. Pierre now 8-6. Huron 6-9. Brian has that coverage right now for you on River 92.7. Mitchell is at Aberdeen Central, Watertown at Sioux Falls Jefferson, O'Gorman at Lincoln, with Brookings at Roosevelt. Brandon Valley is at Washington. Harrisburg across the border in Marshall, Minnesota. Douglas is in Hot Springs for a Black Hills Conference game, and Spearfish is at Sturgis to complete that doubleheader. That's what's happening in AA basketball. We'll keep you updated on everything, of course, including how the Governors are doing this evening. Now, here at the Huron Arena, we continue in the Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame. JV had a win for the Governors. C game is taking a while. There have been a lot of whistles. There's still 3.5 minutes left in this one in a game that Huron is leading by 5. So we have another of our extended Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame shows, but that is just fine, as we still have plenty to tell you about. And we have plenty for you to hear from our keys to success. You'll hear from both head coaches. And first, someone I think you'll really enjoy hearing from, the new girls head coach of the Huron Tigers, Cody Kaufman. We'll hear from him in 3 minutes on the Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame from Huron on the official voice of Governor Basketball, 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Hey guys, this is Trevor Rogers, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota here in Pierce, South Dakota. And I just want to let you guys know about this beautiful white 2017 Ford F-150 Lariat with 84,000 miles. Loaded up with leather, nav, adaptive cruise, and heated and cooled seats, and a whole ton more. Priced today at $36,995. Stop in at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota at 518 East Sioux Ave in Pierre. Visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com or call 605-224-7378 and ask for me, Truett Rogers.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering, what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame continues. We are in Huron. Pierre Governors, Huron Tigers, and girls basketball tonight. Cody Kaufman is the new head coach for the Huron girls, not new to this community or this program. He's a Huron alum. He's been with the boys program, but this is, we were talking before we got started. I know you're just so pleased to have this opportunity.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I bleed orange. You know, I graduated high school here, got to win a state title. You know, playing basketball here. I love it. It really is. It's a dream come true, to be able to be a head coach in Huron, and something that I probably never, actually really dreamed of or thought would happen, but the opportunity arose, and I couldn't let it pass by.
Gotta tell you, I don't know I don't have any idea about what coaches do and what they have to do to prepare for everything. You can't be the easiest team to prepare for because of the way you have players that can just do. I talk about Isabel Elwine first and all the different things that she can do, but there are others on your team. You've got a lot of players that can do a whole lot for you.
Well, I think that's our interesting dynamic. You talk about all these teams with size, and like to pound the ball into the post, and we don't necessarily have that. We have a little bit of size, but our offense doesn't run through that. I mean, we're based on dribble penetration. We're based on kicking out, hitting that 3-point shot, kicking one more, and knocking down a shot. And at a lot of times, we have 5 girls on the court that are capable of doing that at any time. So as the dynamic says, right, we have to guard them inside, but they also have to guard us outside. So that reigns true for us. Now, it struggle a little bit, right? With if shots aren't going in, then we're going to struggle a little bit. But I like to think that we have enough shooters, and enough spread. We can spread it out enough that we have somebody that night that's making shots that can keep us in a game.
You have a lot of complimentary things to say about the team you're facing tonight and the challenge that it poses for you. What sort of challenge does this Pierre team pose for you?
Yeah, like when you do a scouting report, you usually have, okay, this person's their best player, and along with that's probably their best defensive player, probably their best shooter, all those things. When you write down, especially their starting 5, you have a best post player, in my opinion. You have a best inside out player, you have a best shooter, you have a best ball handler, and you just have a best basketball player in general. Like, there's a best, you look at my scouting report, there's a best to every one of those girls that plays, so they're just so well balanced. And they have the size and the inside shooting, and then they bring back, they have a lot of experience too. Most of these girls have been playing for 2-3 years, so you get that, so and then to top it all off, they're very well coached. And when you watch them play, they run a ton of different defenses, they run a ton of different offensive sets, and it's a nightmare. Like we played on Saturday, so we took Sunday off. We had one practice on Monday, which is everybody's dynamic, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But when you have one day to practice for them, it's like, holy cow, where do you start, where do you finish? At some point, we're just going to have to rely on us going out and playing hard, and doing the things that we do well and seeing what happens.
Cody Kaufman, the head coach of the Huron Tigers, it's great to meet you. Congratulations again on this opportunity. Good luck tonight and the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Coming up on the Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame, we'll continue our keys to success with Governors head coach Kirk Bebout. That comes your way from the Huron Arena in 3 minutes on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, 1060 103.1 KGFX.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
It's time to book your flights from Pierre Regional Airport through United.com or American Airlines. If traveling to Denver, schedule your flight at DenverAirConnection.com. The morning flight leaves at 8:20, allowing you to connect with the majority of continued flights. Avoid the crowds. Enjoy no driving and free parking when you fly from Pierre Regional Airport. 50 passenger jets and a 1-hour direct flight to Denver.
Pierre Regional Airport, skip the drive.
Yesway customers can now experience fun at a whole new level with Allsup's brand products like hearty and delicious world-famous Allsup's burritos and Allsup's chimneys. Allsup's brand products now available at Yesway. Yesway. Say yes to convenience.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer dependable installation for commercial and residential construction or day-to-day service. Whether you're looking for new construction or remodeling existing buildings or homes, contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Spotsylvania Agency State Farm pregame continues at the Huron Arena, continuing our keys to success with Governor head coach Kirk Beavout. Again, nice to hear from your representatives about the other night, but I'd say I kept saying on the air, your team did really what it needed to do against Yankton.
Yeah, I mean, we came out with a lot of energy, and we let our defense kind of get us settled in a little bit, and once we got settled in and the offense started flowing, then we got things going in the direction that we wanted it to go.
And people may say, well, gee, you've got the big league, why do you keep pressing? Well, the answer is because that's what you do.
Well, I mean, it's the first half. I mean, we're gonna play how we're gonna play. Yeah. So, second half we didn't press or that kind of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, all the respect in the world to Yankton and their coach. I'm a big fan of his. So that's, I mean, when it's the first half, you play the game the way that you play the game. So, I mean, the girls, I mean, we're always do what we do. We're not gonna, pick up bad habits or start doing things that are not in our nature. So, I was proud of the girls for, doing exactly that. Just continuing to improve upon what we already do.
And I said, I know you agree, better days are ahead for that Yankton program because they've got some good young talent. Tonight, you have an interesting matchup. You did a pretty good job against Huron last year. It basically always seems to be new head coach, but basically the same type of team that can be pesky if they're allowed to be.
Oh, no, they're more than pesky. They're good. They're a good basketball team. So they got a lot of players that have been playing varsity basketball for a long time, and they can really score the basketball, and they're going to play hard. So, yeah, we got our work cut out for us. Huron Arena is always a tough place to play. So, we're going to have to really earn it today.
Elwine has always impressed me because she is an inside and outside. They're a lot like Avery for you, but she has always impressed me with how she plays.
No, I agree. She can flat out shoot the basketball, and you're right, she can go inside and do other things, and she drives well, and she's going to make her free throws, and smart basketball player. So, yeah, she's a really good player. I go down the line. Hines is, she's outstanding and knows how to really score the basketball, and once again, very smart basketball player. Nobody plays harder than Heaven Gainey, so they, it's going to be, they're going to present a lot of challenges for us, and we're going to have to earn it today.
You have a team of good players, but I've been keeping the numbers up on Remington Price because she made history the other night by becoming the most frequent three-point maker in this program, and she's close to a milestone that only 4 other players that have ever played here have reached. Remington Price has also done this for 4 years. Not much else to say about her except she's a special player.
Yeah, she's a special kid. I mean, really her 5th year. She started already as an 8th grader, and that's a lot of pressure as an 8th grader, and she's been the face of our program for a while now, and just happy for her to see all that hard work that she's put in pay off. You talk about wanting to get kids in the gym and put in time and work on their craft, and she's done that. So that's what happens when you work really hard. You get the payoffs of that. So Remy deserves every bit of credit, and she's just she's an awesome basketball player, but really an awesome kid too.
Thank you, sir. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Head coach Kirk Beavout of the Pierre Governors on our Spotsylvania Agency State Farm pregame as we conclude our keys to success. Well, we have even more of an extended pregame than we had bargained for because the C game, which has been tied all the way, a late 3 forced overtime by the Governors. Huron is leading a minute into overtime by a point. So we've got plenty more to tell you about, so sit tight and stay with us. Of course, the Governor boys are hosting Huron at the Rigside Gym That coverage on River 92.7 with Brian. And right here, the Governor girls and the Huron Tigers. Much more ahead on Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame. We'll tell you about other things going on in Pierre Governor Winter Sports, and there is quite a bit. We'll update you on that when we return to Huron in 3 minutes. This is the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball, 1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX.
Tackle your questions about purchasing your home with someone that has a passion for success. Hi, I'm Sean Lewis, mortgage loan officer with American Bank and Trust. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, I will help coach you through every step of your American dream. I will keep you informed through the entire buying process and help you find the best product for your home goals. Send me an email, give me a call, or visit me at our Pierre location and get started with your American dream. Member, FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Do your grocery shopping upstairs. Spacious aisles filled with savings. Shop sporting goods in the lower level. Apparel and footwear for the entire family with brand names like Columbia, Outdoor Research, and Adidas. Hunting and fishing gear, bait and equipment, and guns. Stop by Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. 2008 was the breakthrough year on the golf course for Taylor Smalley. As a junior, she made Governor Girls golf history by becoming Pierre's first ESD Girls individual champion. And 1 week later, Smalley made more history by becoming the Governor Girls' first individual state champion. A feat later equaled by Holly Getz, Carissa Guthrie, and Katie Bartlett. Taylor Smalley, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment is presented by Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
Access Health Fort Pierre welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health care.
This fall, take some time to think about your future. While the leaves make their way down to earth and the last sunset of summer leaves us with an autumn chill, it's time to grab the nearest foam finger and break out the face paint. Rush the stands with First Dakota National Bank and forget how to blink. Fall sports are back with jaw-dropping plays, an electric atmosphere, and epic scores. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
This C game between the Pierre Governor Girls and Huron Tigers is now with 1:39 remaining in overtime, and Huron leading Pierre by a score of 54-53. So we're at least 20 minutes from the opening tip here. Governor basketball on KGFX is brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, Dakota Storm Roofing, May Adam Law Firm, Beck Motors, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, Yes Way, American Bank and Trust, Overhead Door, Rinky Gray Wealth Management, Kruger Contracting, Lynn's Dakota Mart, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, American Family Insurance. Pierre and Huron set to meet tonight. Going back to 06-07, that's 39 games between these schools. The series, of course, goes back longer than that, into the mid-70s. But in the last 39, it's Pierre with a 26-13 advantage. But Huron had won 5 in a row until last year. February 8th at the Rigside Gym, it was a 55-39 Governor win. The previous 2 losses were both here at the Huron Arena and both close. December 15, 2020, 72-71 Huron. February 11, 2020, It was a 2-point Huron win, 61-59. So a lot of the games between these schools, not only lately, but of course going way back, have been close. And the Huron Arena, there, if you are a long time Governor girls basketball fan, you regard this as a special place because it was way back in December of 1982, just over 40 years ago, that the Governors beat Yankton for the first of the 2 state championships in the history of this program. The other was in 1992. Of course, Don Shields was the head coach of both of those teams. Let's tell you, as we promised you, about other Governor winter sports, but before we do that, we need to take a little bit of a pause.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KTFX Pierre, rebroadcasting on K276GT, 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. You booze, you cruise, you lose.
David Burrow with you from the Huron Arena. Haley Hansen, our studio coordinator. Live ticket. Caleb Brozak handling the video. Remember, watch this at the KGFX page, at DRG News app, and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. The C game now down to 40.6 left in overtime, and the score is what it's been for all. We only had one Huron-made free throw in the extra session so far, and it's 54-53 Huron. So we're still at least 20 minutes, if not a little bit more, from the opening tip-off of varsity play. But as promised, let's tell you about other Pierre Governor winter sports. Wrestling, more tournament wins for both Governor teams. Those were the Yankton Invitational last Saturday. Girls have won every tournament they've entered this season. Boys have done pretty well too, and they're 10-1 in duels. While the final regular season home duels for the Governor teams are the Riggs High Gym Thursday night. Aberdeen Central will be in town. No broadcast of these, but we will tell you that, or at least no radio broadcast. You'll be able to see it online, of course, thanks to our friends at Live Ticket. But the girls' varsity duel starts at around 6:15 at the Riggs High Gym on Thursday, and that'll be the boys' duel after that. Girls head to Harrisburg, another big invitational tournament hosted by the Tigers. That'll be on Saturday. A week from Saturday already is boys' regional tournament day. And Brian will be with the Governors at Todd County High School in Mission, reporting not only on what they're doing in that regional day, but all other central South Dakota schools. That's Saturday, February 18th here on KGFX. And then the next Thursday, it's state wrestling time already. Yep, the 23rd, 24th, 25th of February. It's the kind of day I'm having. Anyway, it's at the Monument, Summit Arena, the Monument in Rapid City, and Brian will be out there. He'll have reports all throughout Thursday and during the day Friday. Now, Governor girls basketball closes the regular season on that Friday night. We'll be there for it in Sioux Falls against Roosevelt. But right after we get done that night, then we'll throw it out to Brian in Sioux Falls for the championship matches, as Brian will have the call of the rest of those after Governor girls basketball that night. And the dual tournament, and the Governor should be a pretty high seed for it, is on, once again, same format as last year, the final day of state wrestling. So that's that Saturday, 11:30 for the coverage that day right here on KGFX. For Governor Gymnastics, they have qualified for the State Gymnastics Championship for the 5th time in the last 6 years as a team. That competition is set for Friday in Aberdeen at Northern State University at Barnett Center. And so the Governors will compete in that. That's later on Friday, and do want to let you know they're going to have a send-off for the Governor girls at 8:45 a.m. on Friday at Riggs High School, about 15 minutes before they head out for those couple of days in Aberdeen. The individual and the all-around championships are set for Saturday. We've had Pierre Governors sign. You know about the football players that have. Well, it's expected that on Thursday, Governor Wrestler is going to sign to continue his wrestling career in college, and that is the Governor's heavyweight, Josh Reitberg. He is set to sign on Thursday with the University of Sioux Falls. So congratulations to Josh. Governor boys against Huron at the Riggs High Gym. That coverage with Brian Oakland is on River 92.7. Should be underway just about now. This C game still In the last minute of overtime now, 18 and a half's been in the last minute of overtime for about 5 minutes anyway, 54-53 still for Huron. They're leading Pierre after the Governors had a tying 3 to force overtime in this C game. So we're still quite a bit away from tip-off, looking like still about 17, 18 minutes from now. So here is what we're going to do. Don't panic. We're not going away. I mean, we kind of are for a moment, but let's do this. We'll have a 3-minute break, and then we'll let you know what's going on in the world with ABC News. Of course, the State of the Union set for this evening from President Biden, so a preview of that. Then we'll have another 3-minute break, and then we'll come back here to the Huron Arena. And this C game, by the way, is now going to double overtime. So be patient, folks, and we'll come back with you after ABC News. So that comes your way in 3 minutes. This is Pierre Governor girls basketball and the official voice of the Pierre Governors, and that's 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Buying or selling a home is an exciting time. Make the smart move of choosing the team at Kathy Sunshine Properties. Hi, this is Jackie Prouty from Kathy Sunshine Properties. Our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Pierre Fort Pierre area for over 48 years. We pride ourselves on repeat business, and it is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Jackie Prouty, at Kathy Sunshine Properties, 224-5588. We look forward to helping you with all your real estate needs.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
The Lariat Lanes in Pierre is your family fun center with leagues for all ages starting up now for bowling, pool, and darts. Stop on out and get signed up. With bumper bowling, the new sink scoring, and a full-service snack bar, there's no better place for your kids' birthday parties or family get-togethers. And sports fanatics view all your favorite games, including the NFL Sunday Ticket, coming to the Cactus Lounge. Never complain that there's nothing to do. Come on out to your family fun center, the Lariat Lanes on the Truck Bypass in Pierre.
With Venture Communications Advanced Fiber Internet, you have access to the internet speeds you need for the best online experiences with ultra-fast download and upload speeds, all at affordable rates, offering solutions for home office networks, extremely heavy home usage, work-from-home households, and heavy streaming or gaming, with equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free use. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, contact Venture Communications 605-852-2224 or online at venturecom.net. Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota. With a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
Competitive pay, check. A rewarding and fun environment, check. And best of all, caring for residents and being a part of an amazing team, check and check. Hi, this is Kim Brackey from Edgewood and Pierre. We are looking for more dedicated healthcare heroes to join our team. Do you know what makes working at Edgewood so great? We provide care in a fun working environment where you will experience a warm welcome from our amazing team and residents. Come work for a purpose. Give us a call at 494-3400 to learn more. Edgewood, where home and healthcare meet.
From ABC News, I'm Daria Albinger. A positive economic report card and a call for bipartisanship. They're among the things we can expect to hear as President Biden gives his second State of the Union address.
President Biden will say tonight that his economic plan is about investing in places and people that have been forgotten. Speaking directly to Americans tuning in, he'll say, according to excerpts released by the White House, quote, "You remember the jobs that went away, and you wonder whether a path even exists anymore for you and your children to get ahead without moving away. I get it." The president will tout the economic growth under his watch, saying that jobs are coming back and his plan is a, quote, blue-collar blueprint to rebuild America. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Many Republicans want to hear what the president plans to do about immigration and border security.
There is nothing compassionate about weak border policies. They fuel human trafficking by incentivizing millions of migrants to risk their lives in dangerous journeys to our beautiful country.
Texas Congresswoman Monica de la Cruz. Constituents of New York Congressman George Santos headed to Capitol Hill today.
No one shows up. I mean, what's going on here? Are we represented or not?
He is among those demanding Congress vote to expel the Republican lawmaker who's admitted to a number of lies, including about his education, his work experience, and his heritage. Officials in Turkey and Syria say Monday's earthquake has taken more than 7,700 lives. Texas being suing the Biden administration for allowing pharmacies to dispense abortion medication. Someone in Washington state is really, really rich, winning that big Powerball jackpot.
They have up to 180 days to claim their ticket. They have to come here to Olympia to get that.
The state's deputy lottery director, Joshua Johnston, says he's anxious to meet them too. You're listening to ABC News.
You may know the story of Emmett Till, the 14-year-old boy who was brutally beaten and murdered in Mississippi. But you might have never heard his story if it weren't for one woman, his being mother, who turned her son's death into a rallying cry for justice.
A voice said to me, the world will cry for Emmett Till.
From ABC Audio comes Reclaimed, the story of Mamie Till Mobley. Listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Wait a minute. You mean now I can listen to GMA any time of the day, anywhere?
Yes, that's exactly what we mean with the new Good Morning America podcast. Listen to all of GMA served up daily straight to you. Michael.
What? I'm listening to our new GMA podcast. It's really good.
Listen to the Good Morning America podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribe now. It's really good.
Missouri has executed Raheem Taylor for the 2004 deaths of his girlfriend and her 3 children. There are no known credible threats to the Super Bowl in Phoenix. That's according to Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
We have our personnel from our Countering Weapons of Mass Destruction office. Chemical and biological threats the individuals have deployed their equipment to make sure that the air is safe and secure.
There will be a no drone zone around the stadium and flight restrictions. Another blow to the defense for Alec Murdaugh.
Jurors considering the fate of disbarred attorney and double murder suspect Alex Murdaugh will get to consider 2 disputed pieces of crime scene evidence. The judge in the case ruling a blue rain jacket and a tarp found at the scene can be introduced after prosecutors argued the items match what the caretaker for Murdaugh's ailing mother testified she saw him with 9 days after the killings. A blue something looked like a tarp, she testified. Prosecutors also said that the inside of the jacket was covered in gunshot residue from a weapon that was fired. Murdaugh faces 30 years to life in prison if convicted of murdering his wife Maggie and 22-year-old son Paul. The trial is in its 2nd week. Derek Dennis, ABC News.
The Queen of Salsa, Celia Cruz, will appear on the U.S. Quarter. It's part of the U.S. Mint's 2024 American Women Quarters program. Cruz is a Grammy winner, a National Medal of Arts winner, and one of the 20th century's most iconic Latin performers. This is ABC News.
Grammy-winning artist Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan was the victim of a crime. A woman was shot, wound up in the hospital.
Rapper accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez is accused of shooting her after a night out.
Megan Thee Stallion and the trial of Tory Lanez.
There were times that she wished that he had just killed her so she wouldn't have to have gone through what she went through in the last 2 years.
This is Impact by Nightline.
Very strong, Megan.
Meg, how do you feel?
Now streaming only on Hulu.
Daria Albinger, ABC News.
Flip your loan. Lower your payment with great rates from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. This is Jody. Now is the time to refinance your vehicle or recreational vehicle with rates as low as 2.3%. Plus, no payments for 90 days and $75 cash after finalization. Come see us on North Garfield Avenue at Northridge Plaza. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Hey, it's the old top Gator here with Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza. Ready for something new and out of the normal pizza world? Pop on out and try Gator's new Peachy Serrano Chicken Pizza, an aromatic bouquet of sweet peaches, an amazing flavorful spicy Serrano chili sauce, accompanied with our seasoned chicken, real mozzarella and cheddar cheese. The spice level is about an 8 out of 10 on this item. Gator's has dine-in, carry-out, or curbside pickup, or delivery through DoorDash. Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza.
Gotta go to Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs.
With Venture Communications Advanced Fiber Internet, you have access to the internet speeds you need for the best online experiences with ultra-fast download and upload speeds, all at affordable rates, offering solutions for home office networks, extremely heavy home usage, work-from-home households, and heavy streaming or gaming, with equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free use. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, contact Venture Communications 605-852-2224 or online at venturecom.net.
Taking care of your vehicles since 1980, TMA and Pierre has been serving Central South Dakota for over 42 years, and the Ultimate Tire Store has new owners. Bruce and Brenda Lounsbury, a TMA employee for 30 years, has purchased TMA. You can still expect quality service and products from your hometown-owned business. Tires, mufflers, alignments, oil changes, brakes. Call 605-224-6167. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. TMA, next to Northridge Plaza in Pierre.
For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Back at the Huron Arena, and we're going to set a record for the Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame tonight, as, believe it or not, although it's about to end, the C game is still in progress, but Huron's going to win it because they lead the Governors 61-57 with 1.3 left, and in fact that will be the final score. A game that had a lot of whistles anyway, but it has just ended in overtime. Governor Girls did win the JV game, so we are still the tip-off here. Meanwhile, we can tell you that they are underway at the Riggs High Gym for boys action tonight. As we said earlier, Governor boys can really use a victory tonight. They're hosting Huron, and they had the first 8 points of the game. They had a 10-point lead. Then Huron cut it to 2, but a 3 right before the end of the first quarter has given the Governors a 21-16 lead. Quite a pace in that game as the second quarter just about to begin at the Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland has that coverage, of course, on River 92.7. And at last, the girls' team's on the floor with a chance to warm up as the warm-up period has just begun as the Governors and Huron meet tonight. Governor Basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Live Ticket, Access Health Fort Pierre, Avera Orthopedics, Pierre Regional Airport, Venture Communications, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, DQ, Bank West, and Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota. So we have some time, so let's tell you what is ahead for Governor Basketball. First, Friday night. Oh, this is terrific. The rivalry between the Governor boys and Bismarck was, of course, renewed last year in North Dakota's capital. And they'll play at the Riggs High Gym on Friday night, the Governor boys and the Demons. Brian will have that for you on River 92.7, 7 o'clock on Friday evening. See it at the River, or excuse me, 6:30 is the air time for that one. Pardon me, 6:30 on River 92.7 on Friday night. Meanwhile, the Governor girls will make the trip to Bismarck to meet the Demons, and they're having another good year. So another test for the Governor girls. Remember, they almost came back from a huge deficit in that game of the Ringside Gym a year ago. But they'll play at Dick Carlgard Gym on Friday night. Make note of the airtime, please. A little bit later than normal, 7 o'clock here on KGFX on Friday night for the Governor girls and the Bismarck Demon girls. Then on Tuesday night, well, again, Governor boys stay at home. The Brookings Bobcats will be the opponent, 6:30 on River 92.7, and more mileage for this Governor girls team as they will head to Brookings to take on the Bobcats, 6:30. That's a Tuesday evening of next week, so a week from tonight, right here on KGFX. And then later next week, it is the meetings with the Mitchell Colonels. First, the boys' action will be at the Corn Palace. That's a week from Thursday, February 16th on River 92.7 with that coverage at 6:30. And then the Mitchell girls come to the Riggs High Gym to meet the Governors Friday night, February 17th. That also will be on River 92.7 at 6:30. Then in the last week of the regular season, Tuesday, February 21st, with the Governor boys going to Sioux Falls. It's a rematch of that amazing Sodak 16 game a year ago where the Governors lost in double overtime. Denying their bid to the state tournament, they'll get another crack at that, as of now, unbeaten Cavalier team on Tuesday night, February 21st, 6:30 on River 92.7. Meanwhile, the Governors will host the Jefferson girls. Again, their first meeting since losing to them in the Sodak 16 after they'd beaten them in the regular season. That's on KGFX 6:30 from the Riggs High Gym Tuesday night, February 21st. And then the regular season will end with the Roosevelt Rough Riders, with the boys hosting Roosevelt on River 92.7, 6:30 Friday night, February 24th. And we'll be in Sioux Falls for the Governors in Roosevelt. That's a 6:30 airtime here on KGFX that night. Remember, that is the night of the individual state championships at State Wrestling out in Rapid City. So right after we get done with the Governor girls at Roosevelt that night, we'll take you right out to Bryan in Rapid City. Speaking of Bryan, he has the Governor boys right now on River 92.7 hosting Huron. It's a 21-18 Governor lead with just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Potts of Agency State Farm pregame continues. It's going to happen, I promise. Governor girls and Huron. C game, again, running really long. So we're still about 13 or 14 minutes from tip-off. So let's take a moment and look at the AA girls basketball scoreboard. One final. O'Gorman ran over Lincoln tonight, 71-35. I think that loss to the Governors made the Knights a little bit mad. Maybe so. They played well since then. At the Corn Palace, not far from here, Mitchell and Aberdeen Central even at 11 at the end of one. And in Brandon Valley is leading Sioux Falls, Washington, 22-19. Just under a minute left in the first half. No reports as of yet on the other AA girls games. On the AA boys scoreboard, besides the Governors, Brookings is leading at Roosevelt at the end of one, 18-14. Top-ranked Jefferson at home on top of Watertown, 24-16 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Second-ranked Lincoln hosting O'Gorman. A good one there is tied at 13 at the end of one. Third-ranked Mitchell is playing in Aberdeen and leading Aberdeen Central at the half, 24-23. No reports in any of the other games. We'll keep you updated. And the Governor boys have now opened that lead back up to 9 over Huron, 27-18 at the Riggs High Gym. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Brian with that coverage, of course, on River 92.7. Thank you again for your patience. We have to be patient, too, and when the preliminary games go long, we've just got to gab a little bit. But we're less than 15 minutes now from tip-off for the Pierre Governor girls as they look for their 5th win in a row, taking on the Tigers at historic Huron Arena. And I said this when I was here last year for the Governor boys, and, of course, that shot in the last seconds defeated them. And, yeah, this is not a new building. It's 72 years old now, but it has stood up pretty well. It's showing its age in some spots, but overall, this is just a really, really neat place. First, when you think about all the great basketball that has been played in this building. And of course, this was Huron College's home when that college existed, and when it went out of business, the Huron School District bought this building. There have been many, many great state tournament games here, and you hear the stories about the olden days of district play when Pierre and Huron would play twice a year, of course, once here, and Huron and Mitchell, and this place would be packed. I can only imagine the atmosphere in here when this building is full, because there is no place for the sound to go but right back down to the court. I just think this is a nifty place, and it's fun to be here once again. So, can the Governor girls keep up their excellent defensive play? It's been so strong all year, allowing only 41.4 points a game. They forced 19 turnovers a game and a whole lot of steals. And they come up with the offense. Again, Remington Price with a chance to make more Governor girls basketball history here tonight. She needs 19 points to become the 5th Governor girls player with 1,000. In the 1,000-point club, well, of course, Sydney Palmer is the all-time leader in this program with 1,321 points. And that's a record that may stand for a while. Palmer, of course, played 5 seasons, 2010 through 15. Steph Pollock with 1,284 points from 05 through 09. Emily Michelson, whose three-point record Remy just broke on Friday. Emily had 1,198 points. Karen Hossack, who played from 81 through 83, or the early 80s anyway, more than 2 years it says here, I'm sure, because Karen had 1,030. And of course, it's Remington Price, now at 981. So you can imagine, cross your fingers, everybody, and Remy stays healthy. If it doesn't happen tonight, it could happen Friday night in Bismarck when the Governor girls meet the Bismarck Demons. This is still the Pottsville Agency State Farm pregame, but we're not far from tip-off now. In fact, when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the law on the court. Pierre and Huron coming up from the Huron Arena, back after another 3-minute timeout on the official voice of Pierre Governor Basketball, 1060 103.1 KGFX.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre. Sydney Palmer is one of the very best ever to play Governor girls basketball. She remains Pierre's career points leader with 1,321. In her senior season, 2015, she set the Governor's single-season scoring record with 486 points, and her 111 career three-pointers are 4th in program history. Sydney Palmer, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment presented by Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre.
Yesway Rewards members not only get savings on in-store items and cool free stuff, they also get savings on gas, including an instant fuel discount upon registering. Join now at yesway.com. Yesway. Say yes to convenience.
It's time to book your flights from Pierre Regional Airport through United.com or American Airlines. If traveling to Denver, schedule your flight at DenverAirConnection.com. The morning flight leaves at 8:20, allowing you to connect with the majority of continued flights. Avoid the crowds, enjoy no driving, and free parking when you fly from Pierre Regional Airport. 50 passenger jets and a 1-hour direct flight to Denver.
Pierre Regional Airport, scared to try.
Access Health Fort Pierre welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports visits. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health Fort Pierre. assuring access to quality health care. Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer dependable installation for commercial and residential construction or day-to-day service. Whether you're looking for new construction or remodeling existing buildings or homes, contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre. At Huron Arena, tip-off is finally near. Pierre Governors and the Huron Tigers in girls basketball. Let's update the boys again. 31-28 now. The Governors are leading Huron with 45 seconds left in the first half of the Rigside Gym. But now time for the Montana Dakota Utilities starting lineups. First for the visiting Pierre Governors. Running the point is the 5'6" sophomore, Lennox Dupree, 7.7 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. On the wings, Ryan Berry, the 5'8" junior, 9.4 points and 3.2 rebounds a game. And the Governors' leading scorer, Remington Price, 12.9 points a game, 35 made threes, 19 away from 1,000. Reese Terwilliger, the 5'11" junior, 11.5 points, 6.6 boards a game. And the 6' senior, Avery Kaiser, 7.3 points, 6.2 rebounds a game. Head coach Kirk Bebout in his third season as the Governors' head coach, now with a record of 30-26. His assistants are Terry Becker, Charisse Blanchette, and also Jeff Schleckaway. The Huron MDU starting lineup in 30 seconds after this from Montana Dakota Utilities here on KGFX.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right? Yeah, Rick, and I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action. Yeah, what's your story? Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig. Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
We expect Huron to start this way. 5'4" senior Bryn Huber, along with 5'8" junior Hampton Hines. 5'11" senior Carson Kaufman in the post. 5'8" senior, as we mentioned earlier, a very versatile player in Isabel Elwine. And 5'7" senior Heaven Gainey. For head coach Cody Kaufman and his assistant Skylar Holtrup, Jeremy Noyes, and Tyann Ulmer. Now the law on the court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. We'll introduce tonight's officials in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off, and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you, so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
The officials for tonight's game, Eric Grocott, Scott Sani, and Kevin Talley. The opening tip-off in 3 minutes on the official voice of Governor Basketball. Ken 60, 103.1 KGFX.
Yesway customers can now experience fun at a whole new level with Allsup's brand products, like hearty and delicious, world-famous Allsup's burritos and Allsup's chimneys. Allsup's brand products, now available at Yesway. Yesway, say yes to convenience.
This fall, take some time to think about your future. While the leaves make their way down to earth and the last sunset of summer leaves us with an autumn chill, it's time to grab the nearest foam finger and break up a face paint. Rush the stands with First Dakota National Bank and forget how to blink. Fall sports are back with jaw-dropping plays, an electric atmosphere, and epic scores. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Purchasing or selling a home can be the largest investment you make. I invite you to choose our team to help you with the process. For over 48 years, our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Fort Pierre area with our professional service. It is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at Kathy Sunshine Properties, 605-224-5588.
With Venture Communications Advanced Fiber Internet, you have access to the internet speeds you need for the best online experiences with ultra-fast download and upload speeds, all at affordable rates, offering solutions for home office networks, extremely heavy home usage, work-from-home households, and heavy streaming or gaming, with equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free use. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, contact Venture Communications 605-852-2224 or online at venturecom.net.
Tackle your questions about purchasing your home with someone that has a passion for success. Hi, I'm Sean Lewis, mortgage loan officer with American Bank of Trust. Whether you are buying, building, or refinancing, I will help coach you through every step of your American dream. I will keep you informed through the entire buying process and help you find the best product for your home goals. Send me an email, give me a call, or visit me at our Pierre location and get started with your American dream. Member, FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This Governor's Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. 2008 was the breakthrough year on the golf course for Taylor Smalley. As a junior, she made Governor Girls golf history by becoming Pierre's first ESD Girls individual champion. And 1 week later, Smalley made more history by becoming the Governor Girls' first individual state champion. A feat later equaled by Holly Getz, Carissa Guthrie, and Katie Bartlett. Taylor Smalley, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor's Sports Moment is presented by Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre.
Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their great selection in the meat, deli, and produce department and hardware, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
And that Lynn's Dakota Mart opening tip has just happened. Remington Price with it in the front court for Pierre after the Governors won the tap. We hope you enjoy the action. They're in black, and a lob pass inside is knocked down and taken away by Isabel Elwine. Huron in white with orange numerals and letters, black on the shoulders. Here in their black with emerald green numerals and letters in white trim. On the right wing, it's Bryn Huber shooting at the basket below us. Watch it at the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Hampton Hines, right baseline. It is for Huber, and she threw the ball away and picked up by Reese Terwilliger. So each team has a turnover at the start of this game. It is a turnaround on the baseline. That's off the glass by Terwilliger, and the rebound came to Carson Kaufman. Name sounds familiar? Yeah, we'll tell you why in just a moment, when we have a moment. Huber up top to Hebenganey. Now on the left wing, it is Elwine. Bring it back out front to Kaufman. Carson with a drive in the lane. It's off the rim. And the rebound is by Avery Kaiser of Pierre. Price on the right wing. 6:39 in the first quarter, still scoreless. Drive in the lane by Price, missed. Gained her own rebound. That's good. Remy scores the first two. And Pierre leads by a score of 2-0 at 6:28 in the first quarter. Again, you know the number. We won't tell you about it every time, but she's closer and closer to a grand. Huber, big trouble here as she's in a double team, but she's able to find Hebenganey on the right wing. Skip it left side for an Elwine three. Good! This is a very versatile player. I made sure I talked about her with both coaches because she is a threat anywhere on the floor. 3-2 Huron at 6:03 in the first quarter. Dupree, an entry pass from Barry to Reese Terwilliger, and Reese is held by Carson Kaufman for the game's first foul. Related to the head coach? Yeah. How about his younger sister? How about that? It is inbound to Price for a drive on the baseline, and Remington has the Governors' first two buckets. And the Governors lead again by a score of 4-3. 5:50 in the first quarter. Pressure as Huron brings it. Not across the timeline yet. Now it is with Hines. Right side front court, Hebenganey. Kick out for a Hines left wing three that's off the rim. And battle for that rebound, but it's Reese Terwilliger who has it. And then a dual possession will get it back to Huron as a good play is made there by Hampton Hines to immediately take the ball away. Second turnover on Pierre is how that goes in the stat sheet. And it's a Huron throw in the offensive bucket below us. We're in the corner above a baseline. Turnaround in the lane is good. Kaufman scores from 9. Carson's first 2, and Huron regains the lead at 5-4. 5:20 in the first quarter. Price on right wing took the feed from Dupree. Back out front, it is Avery Kaiser. Left corner, Dupree wants a three as she's open, but it's off the rim. And Elwine has the rebound for Huron. They want to run. Huber, right wing, Hines wants another three, but this missed everything. And Huron couldn't save it. It's out of bounds to Pierre. Early appearance here for Sid Tedrow for Pierre. Sydney, the 5'8 senior, has been so valuable for this team. Off the bench and in a couple of instances starting. Dupree in the front court. To Ryan Berry up top for Reese Terwilliger in a high post. Right wing Dupree, 4:45 in the first quarter. A three out front for Price. Good! Remy is up 2-7. She has all 7 Governor points. I think she wants to take care of that tonight. 7-5 Pierre at 4:34 in the first. The third lead change already. Bounce from Gainey to Kaufman. To Huber on the right wing for Isabel Elwine. Skip it left side. They do a lot of skip passes. Hines left wing, Elwine open for another three. This one's off the back rim, and that rebound by Reese Terwilliger takes it in off the long board into the front court. This is Price, right up the foul line. Wanted another one, but this one missed. Rebound to Hampton Hines for Huron. Comes down floor, and Gainey had it stolen away by Reese Terwilliger. Second turnover on the break. Dupree with a drive, but the layup didn't fall. And the rebound to Bryn Huber of Huron. Governors couldn't quite make it work on the transition game there after a very good steal. Huber on right wing. 7-5 Pierre. 3:42 in the first quarter. Huber bounce it right corner. Elwine open for a moment. Oh, good move inside. Little half hook in the lane, but that missed. And Terwilliger rebounds for Pierre. That's Reese's third rebound early on. Price hands it to Terwilliger, back to Remy, who has all 7 of the Pierre points. Left wing, it is Dupree. Lennox with 3:20 in the first. Back out front on a high post to Terwilliger. Right wing Barry open for a three. It's off the rim, but Dupree is there for the rebound. Knocked away briefly by Huron, but the Governors do keep it with 3:06 left in the first quarter. It's handed to Terwilliger, playing a high post still. Right wing Dupree, good give and go, and Terwilliger is held. Well, they could see just a little too late that the pass was going to come right back to Reese. And Carson Kaufman has now been called for her second foul as Elise Christofferson and Maya Shorter are into the Pierre lineup for the first time in this game. And also, Kristen James, a 5'6 senior, has entered for Huron. Out front is Elise Christofferson. Right wing, it's for Price. 7-5, Pierre 2:55 in the first. Shorter in the left wing. Out front between the rings for Price. Right wing, it is Barry. Into the lane for Shorter. Turns around, past James. Missed. Gained her own rebound. Back out front to Barry. Kick out for a three, but that missed as well. And the rebound to Kristen James. Huron down 2. They work it on the right wing to Carson Kaufman. And still in there with her 2 fouls. But this time she draws the foul. She drove inside. Pierre's first foul of the game is on Sydney Tedrow, and Kaufman with a couple of free throws due right here. And the first of them is rimming out. Sports marketing sponsors who help bring you Governor basketball include Delta Dental, Stolken Peterson, Lingo, Waltai, and Jones LLP, DRG Media Group, American Bank and Trust, and Anderson Rumsa Dental. Second one is also rimming out for Kaufman. And Remington Price has her second rebound. Still 7-5 Pierre, 2:22 in the first quarter. Thanks again for your patience. Barry with a lop up too far for Shorter. And it's taken in by Hilton Hines, who also came into the game a moment ago. Third turnover on Pierre. This is Hilton Hines on the right baseline and stopped right there. Elise Christofferson blocked the shot, and then she gained the rebound. It's for Barry on the right, or Price on the right wing. Up top for Sydney Tedrow, then to Barry. Swing it back on the right side for Price. 1:48 in the first quarter. Price brings it back out front to Tedrow, left wing, and a three on the way, and it's good, and it's Price again. She has 10. It is 10-5 Pierre. She's 9 away from 1,000. I think she knows it now. A pass too far, but they say it was deflected by a Governor. Avery Kaiser back in. Lennox Dupree is back in. And Reese Terwilliger back in for Pierre. To the bench are Shorter and Price, a deserved rest, and Tedrow. And Bryn Huber's back in for the Huron Tigers. A right wing three is coming, but missing by Elwine. And there's hustling again. Elise Christofferson with the Governor rebound. It is Kaiser with a baseline drive. Hesitates, then moves in and scores. First two for Avery, and the Governors have now made it 8 in a row and a 12-5 lead at 1:08 in the first. Huber. Bounce. Oh, take it away. Lennox Dupree right there to steal the ball away for a Barry drive, but then threw it over the rim. And Bryn Huber has the rebound for Huron. Down to 54 seconds left in a first quarter that's been very fast-paced. Not many whistles. Kaiser trying to take it away from Kristen Janes. However, Kaiser is called for a push for her first foul in the Governor's second. Heaven Gainey at arrest. She is back in for Bryn Huber for Huron. 48.9 left in the first quarter. Pierre on top by a score of 12-5. The bounce is to Isabel Elwine. Left corner, Hampton Hines for a cutting Gainey. Baseline, laid it in. Nice play. Good recognition there. And Gainey has her first two. 12-7 for Pierre. 33 seconds in the first quarter. Across the timeline is Dupree shooting at the basket away from us. Left wing Kaiser handed it to Ryan Barry. One more in the game clock than the shot clock. Game clock right now says 22. Right wing it is Dupree. Lennox being guarded by Hilton Hines. Up top for Terwilliger. Right wing, a step back by Kaiser, but guarded well. Pass knocked down, loose ball, and it's taken in with 8 seconds left by Hampton Hines. Front court with 4 with 3. Hilton Hines handed to Gainey, but Avery Kaiser took it away and lobbed one from midcourt that's just a little short. First quarter complete at the Huron Arena on the Wegner Auto scoreboard, and it is Pierre 12, Huron 7. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. Back with the second quarter from Huron in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/learn and earn today.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Quarter begins up 12-7. Remington Price still on the bench, but no, she's not. She's on the floor. I beg your pardon. And she drives it for another bucket. And Remington Price now has 12 of the Governor's first 14, a 14-7 lead, 7 from 1,000. Gainey is impeded right after she crossed the timeline. Both Dupree and Elise Christofferson were there. It is Elise with the foul. That's AC's first and the third team foul on Pierre. 6 of 16 shooting for the Governors, 3 of 9 for Huron. Kristen Janes on the left wing for Bryn Huber, stripped away by Price, but out of bounds. Isabel Elwine Hampton Hines and Heaven Gainey are the other Huron Tigers on the floor. 7:37 in the first half. Again to Gainey, now bringing on the right wing to Carson Kaufman, playing with a couple of fouls. On the left side, it is Huber. 1-3, off the rim twice. And pulling the rebound in is Avery Kaiser. To Lennox Dupree and into the front court. 1 out of 5 Huron on threes now. Price, Kaiser playing a high post. Left wing, it's Dupree trying to work her way past James. Christopherson, a lob pass that is deflected by Carson Kaufman and taken away. Huron brings it into the front court a minute into the second quarter. Gainey with an 18-footer right wing. That's off the rim. And Terwilliger the rebound. Well, the shots, and Huron's got to have the shots to fall, and so far they're just 3 of 11. Price up top to Dupree for Pierre, who's doubled up Huron, 14-7, 6:45 in the first half. Kaiser with a handoff to Price. Remy makes a drive into the lane. The runner misses, and the rebound by Janes, Kirsten Janes, for the Huron Tigers. For Huber, bounce now to Hampton Hines up top. Working on Christopherson into the lane. Runner, wild shot, missed short, but Kynes gained her own rebound. And kept this possession going here for Huron. They bring it to Gainey for a right corner three. That's halfway down and didn't stay down. And Terwilliger has the rebound for Pierre. Pushing it into the front court for a Dupree drive. A wild shot that's off the glass. Isabel Elwine with the rebound. And now Huron wants a 30-second Actegra timeout. We'll take 30 as well. 6:01 remains in the first half. Pierre 14, Huron 7. Back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic! Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
An Actegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. Governor boys have a 17-0 run to start the second half. And now with a 23-point lead over Huron at the Riggs High Gym, 51-28. Brian has it on River, 92-7. Huron with a basketball. Bounce to Hampton Highs into the right corner. It's a Bryn Huber three that's coming, but over the rim. And Terwilliger has good position again for rebound number 6. She hasn't scored yet, but she's once again, as she tends to do, rack up the rebounds. Tedrow now bringing on the right side to Price, who has 12 already. Lob for Terwilliger, right baseline. Reese backs down and scores. Huber went to the deck wanting a foul, but didn't happen. And it's 16-7 for Pierre, the longest lead at 9. 5:25 in the first half. There were 4 lead changes early. Gainey down low to Elizabeth Heinen, the junior, who's now in the game for Huron. To Hampton Highs in the right corner for Gainey. Here comes Terwilliger to guard her. She cuts off Gainey, so a skip pass in the left wing for a Huber three. That's off the rim, but Gainey is there for the offensive board to keep it going for Huron. Again, they rely on their outside shooting quite a lot, but that's been the case for Huron in the last few years. Gainey tries another three that misses. Heinen's follow also missed. And Terwilliger with the rebound for Pierre on a baseline drive. Here's a miss. Tedrow with a follow, and that also missed. And Heaven Gainey had the rebound on the other end. Here's a drive and a layup on the right block by Hampton Hines. That's good. 16-9 for Pierre. We have 4:24 remaining in the first half at Huron Arena. We're glad you're with us. Here's a travel by Sydney Tedrow as she handed the ball to Ryan Barry. Maya Shorter back in. Avery Kaiser back in for Pierre. To the bench, Tedrow and Terwilliger. Isabel Elwine has re-entered the Huron lineup. 16-9, Pierre 4:13 in the first half. Huron basketball. Gainey between the rings on the left side. Pass to Hines on the right wing. Hampton now feeds Hilton Hines. Up top again for Isabel Elwine. Left wing, it is Hilton Hines. Right foul line extended with a hand to Gainey. Lob inside. Shorter couldn't make a steal. Instead, it came to Heinen, who missed the layup, but Shorter fouled her. Maya was very close to a steal right there. Couldn't make it happen. Instead, it's her first foul and team foul number 4, and free throws due here for Elizabeth Heinen. And sports marketing sponsors who help bring you Governor basketball here on KGFX as Heinen misses the first of 2 include the South Dakota National Guard, First Dakota National Bank, Pitts Design Build, Wagner Auto, the Maher Law Office, All Around Graphics, and Floss Dentistry. And there's one more for Heinen. That rolled off the rim too. And the rebound to Avery Kaiser, and Huron's 0 for 4 at the line. 16-9 Pierre, 3:42 in the first half at the Huron Arena. Right foul line extended, it is Kaiser. Down the lane line, a double team though. So she gives it to Shorter, left wing Dupree open for a moment, but didn't take the 3. Handed out to Barry, she comes between the rings. Still 14 on the shot clock for Pierre. Price on the right wing already with 12. Remy drives into the lane and is held by Hilton Hines of Huron. The first on Hilton, and that's the 3rd team foul on the Tigers. 3:25 in the first half. Will be an inbound. Why at the buzzer ring? There's nobody set they just wanted to make sure who the foul was on. As he put up a number that they said, wait a minute, there's nobody with that number. So they got it right. It is Barry on the baseline with a drive. Will pass 2 defenders, but then thrown right over the rim. Hemon Gainey with the rebound. Wide open look for Barry, but a little bit too eager. It is a drive by Hilton Hines, but that's off the rim. Battle for that rebound is going to be a foul on Huron. There's one on Heinen. That is her first and team foul number 4. Boy, Huron's had chances inside. Kristen Janes back in for Huron. And here comes Elise Christofferson back in for Pierre, too. Let's set the Governors 5. Ryan Berry with the ball now, along with Avery Kaiser, Remington Price, Maya Shorter, and Elise Christofferson. 3 minutes left in the first half. Pierre up 16-9. It is a lob for Kaiser inside, left short. A lot of contact, no foul, and now a foul is called on the rebound. A push on Pierre. After the rebound was gained by Janes, Maya Shorter is called for her second foul and the Governor's 5th, so she's the first Governor with a couple of fouls. 2:53 in the first half as Kirk Bebout gives the official a little bit of advice. Not sure whether he's taking it, though. Here is Elwine for Huron. Right wing for Hampton Hines. Looking for someone open. Out front, it is Janes. Her drive to the rim. Good! Off the glass. Nice play by Kristen Janes for her first 2 off the bench. 16-11 Pierre, 2:30 in the first half. Well, Huron is slowing the game down. That was one of their aims, certainly. Price, left wing. Ball fake by Kaiser into the circle. Left wing for Ryan Berry. Up top again for Shorter. For Elise Christofferson on the right side. Handed to Kaiser for a 3 from up top, but off the rim. Hampton Hines the rebound for Huron, and the Tigers can draw ever closer. And now an offensive foul is called. Hilton Hines. As Elise Christofferson had the position to draw the offensive foul, and that's 2 on Hilton Hines. So she'll come out and bring Huber back in. Reese Terwilliger and Lennox Dupree are back in for Pierre, Remington Price, and Maya Shorter to the bench. 5 team fouls for each side now. 2:05 in a first half that's moved pretty quickly. 16-11 Pierre leading Huron. Barry on the left wing. Governors in black at the basket away from us. Here is a lob, and it is knocked away from Kaiser in a very good play by Hampton Hines. Well, there's 8 turnovers on Pierre already, and now a foul as the pass came to the right wing for Elwine, but it's a Pierre foul here. And Ryan Berry has it. That's her first. And team foul number 6. Just 29% shooting for Pierce. 7-24, even though they have the 5-point lead. Lob into the lane off the inbound. It's put in from 4 by Kristen Janes. 4 off the bench. It's down to a 3-point Pierre lead at 16-13. 1:35 in the first half. Christofferson stops inside the arc on right wing. Bring it on the left side to Lennox Dupree. Walked. Huber was there with tight defense, and This Huron defense is making it tough on Pierre so far. They've forced 9 turnovers. 129 in the first half. It's into Kristen James, and Huron's down only a 3 now. And they like to shoot them. But here is a baseline drive, and it's good. Hampton Hines all the way to the right block. Her second bucket, and it's a 1-point game, and 8 in a row for Huron. 113 first half, Pierre 16, Huron 15. Christofferson held. They're calling it fairly tight now. Hampton Hines is called for that foul. That's her first. Sid Tedrow, Remington Price back in for Pierre. Ryan Berry, Avery Kaiser to the bench. 59-47, the Governor boys now leading Huron at the Riggs High Gym. Just over 6 minutes left. Brian with a coverage on River 92.7. Very late start for us here. But now 1:05 left in the half. Pierre hanging on to a 1-point lead at 16-15. And Dupree hands it between the rings to Reese Terwilliger. Left wing Price wants a 3. Bottom! 15 for Remy. She's 4 from 1,000. 19-15 Pierre. She says, I don't want to do this in Bismarck. I want to do this tonight. Hines, right wing. Works her way out of a double team. Hands it back to Huber. 40 seconds in the half. To Kristen James. Skipping on the right side. Hampton Hines, a ball fake. Right corner for Heaven Gainey. Wanting the screen. Now good cutting in the lane by Elwine, and she hits from 14 feet. 25 seconds, down to a 2-point Pierre lead at 19-17. Shot clock is off 20 seconds as Dupree crosses the timeline, guarded by Huber. Right wing Price. Remy, a little space, but she hands it up top to Sid Tedrow. Left wing for Dupree, backs it out now 10 seconds in the half. 9 and 8 as Dupree passes to Price on the left wing. 3's coming. 3 is good. 9:99. As the first half ends, an 18-point first half for Remington Price. She is 1 point away from the 1,000-point club. And oh, by the way, she's hit 4 more 3s to extend that program record. Ooh, where would the Governors be without Remy Price in the first half? Hurons made it tough, but our halftime score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard at Huron Arena, the Pierre Governors 22, the Huron Tigers 17. Wegner Auto in Pierre is South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. Stay tuned for our halftime report. We'll look over the first half numbers, update you on the Governor boys and other AA action, and we'll do that when we return to Huron in 3 minutes. But before we take a break, we have another shorter break to take.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jokic with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision, but C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Dan O's Marine in Fort Pierre is now selling Vexus and Alumacraft boats and Manitou pontoons. Dan O's is the only Vexus dealer in South Dakota. Come in and see our new selection of Vexus boats for your fun on the water. They still service Yamaha and Mercury motors. We can also supply your rigging needs from Minn Kota and Ghost trolling motors or Hummingbird, Lowrance, and Garmin depth finders. We also carry tubes, skis, and ski ropes and can even order knee boards. Stop in today or give us a call at 605-224-6612.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Did you put more on that high-interest credit card this holiday season than you expected? Why not transfer that balance onto an Owyhee Federal Credit Union credit card with a fixed rate of 9.9% APR, no balance transfer fees, and no annual fees? How could you go wrong? Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and
Second half, brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. They shoot at the basket away from us wearing white. Remember, watch it at the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Huber up top of the right wing, Gainey. Into the corner for Hampton Hines, skipping to the left side for Elwine, drive past Price, but it's off the glass. And Ryan Berry with a rebound for Pierre. They bring it down floor for a turnaround right to the lane that is missing here by Reese Terwilliger, and Carson Kaufman with the rebound for Huron as the defense continues to rule the day in this game. Both teams continuing to struggle shooting. Gainey, left wing, it's to Elwine. Left of the lane, starting a drive is Hampton Hines, but it's off the rim, and Reese Terwilliger with another rebound. That's her 8th of the game. Pierre works it into the front court for a drive. One's off the rim too, this time by Dupree. And Gainey with a rebound, and it's been tough on both ends for the shooters. Gainey in the right corner, top of the wing, Hampton Hines. Score same as it was at the half, 22-17. Pierre just over a minute played. Pass is too far and intercepted by Reese Terwilliger, and the Governors walk it down the floor with Dupree. Left wing, it's Ryan Berry. They're in black with emerald green numerals. Just below us is where they shoot for a baseline drive. That is way short by Terwilliger. Good defense there by Carson Kaufman, who ended up with the rebound. Pierre's shooting now at only 31% for the game. Hampton Hines, nobody scored in the second half yet. Entry pass into the lane, but it's knocked away from Kaufman by Reese Terwilliger. Down floor for a Dupree layup, and this one's good. And head coach Kirk Bebout of Pierre wants a full Actegra timeout. We'll keep it here. With 6:12 left in the third quarter. There's the first two of the game for Lennox Dupree. An Agtegra timeout, acres ahead, can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. 24-17 Pierre, 6-12 remains third quarter. Don't forget in our post game, our Bauman Lumber player of the game. We'll see who receives the T-shirt tonight. Our Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post game. Let's check in again at the Riggs High Gym. It is, in fact, over, and the Pierre Governors have the win they needed, 68-59. They beat the Huron Tigers tonight, and they improve now to 9-6 before they host Bismarck at the Riggs High Gym on Friday night. River 92.7 has that for you at 6:30. You knew Huron and make it. It's Pierre and Huron. What else would you expect? Governors out of their first timeout of the evening. Come back with the same five. Huron comes back with their same five and started the half as well. Huron will inbound from the backcourt. That means Pierre can put on some pressure. Elwine from the opposing baseline. It's three-quarter court pressure, really, as it comes in to Bryn Huber. Down the left alley. Front court is Dupree. Defends her. Left wing, Kaufman outside the arc. Now bring it back up top. And with a right-hand dribble, it's Hampton Hines. Bounce to Gainey, left outside the arc. Guarded by Avery Kaiser. Hines again down to 12 on the shot clock as she stops left of the lane. Hampton Hines, left side, down to 6 on the shot clock now. Huber with a drive into the lane for a left corner three that is off the rim by Elwine, but taken by Gainey. Back out front. This three's good by Hines. Hampton Hines with 7 cuts the Pierre lead to 4 at 24-20. 5:22, third quarter. And it is right of the lane, a drive by Kaiser that's left short. Evan Gainey with a rebound, and it is down floor. A block! Oh, as it was knocked out of the hand of Hines by Kaiser. Keeping it going is Huron, however. Elwine to Huber out front. Now to Gainey on the right side. Down to 13 on the shot clock again. Here's a drive by Elwine in the lane, but that missed from 13, and Lennox Dupree has the rebound for Pierre. 4:45 in the third. Left wing it is Ryan Berry. Kaiser between the rings now, running the point at the moment. Hands it to Remington Price. 18 in the first half. She's a point from 1,000. With a dribble, now to Kaiser. Whips it down the right lane line. A drive back to Terwilliger, counted with a foul. They've been looking to do that this whole game, and Terwilliger just didn't have any space until just now, and Hampton Hines had to come back and foul her. Reese has her second field goal, and Pierre leads 26-20 as Sid Tedrow comes in for Pierre. For Avery Kaiser. And Kristen Janes comes in for Carson Kaufman for Huron. Big bucket there for Reese. She'll try to complete the three-point play, make it a 7-point Pierre lead, and it is good. Gainey nearly fell into the lane too soon, but it fell anyway. Pressure on the inbound, 27-20 Pierre, 4:25 in the third. Gainey, Huber as they charge down the floor. Right wing, here comes a three by Janes, that's good! 27-23, the Pierre lead back down to 4 at 4:12 in the third. Elise Christofferson will come in at the next stoppage. Tedrow on the right wing to Price. She's guarded by Huber. Well, they're blanketing her now after all the open looks she had in the first half. Dupree on the left wing. Below us, steps back for a three that's off the rim. And Isabel Elwine with the rebound. Down floor for Huron, for Huber. Hampton Hines on the right wing for Gainey. Open for a three that's off the right rim. Terwilliger has rebound number 9. And then brings it to Dupree. Left wing, it's Ryan Berry. For Tedrow, and as she drove right of the lane, she's held by Kristen Janes.
Number 20, Kristen Janes.
And it's her first. And that's team foul number 2. Hilton Hines is re-entered for Huron. And as we said, Elise Christofferson has come back in for Pierre. Berry with the inbound. Lob in the lane for Terwilliger. Starts a drive on the left lane line. Now turns. Shoots in the lane from 7 and hits. 7 for Terwilliger, 5 in this third quarter, and the Pierre lead is 6, 29-23, 3:22 in the third. Hampton Hines on a bounce for Kristen James. Right wing for Hampton Hines, now a pass is intercepted. Christofferson took it in, right wing Price. Open for a three, good, and that's 1,000! Remington Price, in fact, it's 1,002. She is the 5th Governor Girls player to be in the 1,000-point club. And they make the announcement. That's a touch of class by the people here in Huron. They make the announcement on Remington Price's milestone. 21 of the 32 Governor points for the 5th member of the 1,000-point club, Remington Price. And still a lot more to go. Now, her next goal is the 1,030 of Karen Hosick. By the way, an Integra timeout by Pierre. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Integra cooperative today. That's 5 threes in the game for Remy. She now has 21, 32-23 for Pierre. 3:04 left in the third, and Remington Price makes more Governor Girls history, and she'll go down as one of Pierre's finest, as we say in those Fisher Round spots. Huron with the ball, finding themselves now down 9. James, as Pierre tries to trap, they hand it to Hampton Hines. Left wing now for Hilton Hines to Hampton. Now on the left wing it is Gainey. Tries a baseline drive past Tedrow, and she is forced out of bounds by Tedrow's defense. Huron had only 4 first-half turnovers. They've had 4 now in this third quarter. 2:35 left. It's helped Pierre open up a 9-point lead at 32-23. Maya Shorter, who's into the game, for Barry on the right wing outside the arc for a cutting Shorter. Give and go, but it didn't fall. Just a little too hard. And Gainey had the rebound for Huron. Turnaround right of the lane. A little too hard. Off the rim by Hampton Hines. And Ryan Berry rebounds for Pierre. Price for Berry, now on the left wing for Elise Christofferson. Once a pick, back up top instead on a high post for Shorter. Right wing for Berry outside the arc, for Shorter inside. She hit it that time after a good pass. There's 2 off the bench for Maya. And the Pierre lead, their longest of the game at 11, 34-23, 1:50 left in the third quarter. James cut off on the baseline. Now it's Gainey on the right wing to Hampton Hines. Skip it on the left side. A James 3 over the rim this time. Christofferson is there for a rebound, and Pierre hoping to start to pull away in this game as Huron shooting has continued to be a struggle. Left wing it is Christofferson for Pierre in the front court, just below us to Shorter. Right wing it's Ryan Berry. 1:23 in the third. Trying to start a drive as Tedrow does on the left baseline and traveled. Nowhere to go as Gainey played good defense. First Pierre turnover of the second half. More size, Elizabeth Heinen. She's 6'1", and she's back in. Replacing Heben Gainey. 1:15 in the third. Pierre 34, Huron 23. And a pass, too far even for Heinen. Kristen James threw it too far. 5 turnovers in the third quarter and 9 in the game for Huron. 1:10 in the third. Pierre 34-23. If you're just joining us, Remington Price has become the 5th Governor Girls player to make 1,000 points. She's now at 1,002 with 21 tonight. Pass up top for Remy from Ryan Berry. Back to Ryan outside the arc on right wing. 53 seconds in the third. Ryan backs up for a 17-footer and swish. She was defended well, but Ryan gave herself more room and hit the mid-range jumper for her first 2. 36-23, Pierre at 40 seconds in the third. James skipping on the right wing. This is Hampton Hines, and that pass is out of bounds. And the Pierre defense has stepped up in this second half, forcing 6 Huron turnovers in this quarter. 33.1. This was a 1-point game at one point. Well, since then, it's a 20-8 run for Pierre. Price on right wing, stops in the circle, handed to Tedrow. Left wing, it is Berry. Wanted a 3, but now well defended by Elwine. 22 seconds in the third, the shot clock's off. Shorter hands it to Christofferson. Now 15 seconds as Barry backs to the edge of the center circle and resets the Governor offense. 10 seconds in the third. Right, left, right hand dribble by Barry. Stops and takes a three. That's good! Ryan Barry just did it herself. 2 seconds and 1, and the third quarter ends. The Governors with a 17-6 third quarter have opened up their lead to 16, 39-23 over the Huron Tigers on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. The fourth quarter from Huron comes your way in 1 minute here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Cash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Now's your chance for
YesWay.com. YesWay. Say yes to convenience.
The run is 23-7 since it was a 1-point game late in the first half. Drive inside to Kaiser. Good pass there from Elise Christofferson, and Avery drew a foul. The foul is on Bryn Huber of Huron, her first, and the third team foul. 39-23, Pierce in front. Kaiser a couple of free throws. Pierce only had one time at the line tonight. That was by Terwilliger. She made it, and Kaiser misses this. Sports marketing partners who help bring you Governor basketball and KGFX include Pierre Dental Clinic, Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, Red Rosa Italian Grill, Iceberg Funeral Home, and the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce. Second one also missed for Kaiser, who's had her struggles at the foul line this year. Carson Kaufman with a rebound for Huron, who needs a big rally. They're down 16, 39-23. We're just underway with the fourth quarter. Caney up top to Huber. Outside the arc on the left side, it's Hampton Hines. Starts a drive, now hands it to Isabel Elwine. Boy, they've held her to 5 tonight. Huber on the right wing, 14 on the shot clock. Boy, Huron can't be wasting time now. Gainey with the drive on the lane through 2 defenders, but it missed. And another 10 rebound game for Reese Terwilliger as she grabs that one. For Christofferson on the right wing for a drive by Terwilliger, but it's off the rim. Tough break for her, rebounded by Elwine. Layup just a little bit too hard. Gainey, right baseline, started a drive, now brought it back out to Bryn Huber. She makes a drive and counter with a foul. Nice move by Bryn Huber. That's her first 2. And only the third bucket of the second half for Pierre, who now leads 39-25. Reese Terwilliger's foul is her first. That is the first team foul of the second half on the Governors. You can play defense without fouling, and this team proves it a lot. Huber hits the free throw, cutting the Pierre lead to 13, 39-26, 6:53 remaining. There is a fine line between playing good defense and fouling, and the Governors are on the right side of it often. Left wing Christofferson, ball fake, wants a Kaiser screen. Very high post Terwilliger, right wing Barry. Ryan, lob into the lane for Terwilliger, but she's double teamed, so bounces it back out to Barry. 11 on Pierre's shot clock. Left wing, it is Lennox Dupree. Wants a screen. Up top for Terwilliger, down to 5 on the shot clock. Barry with a white wing 3 from 21. That's missing, and Hampton Hines tapped the rebound to Heaven Gainey. Huber with a left wing pass here. Now a drive inside that's short by Gainey, and the rebound tip to Elise Christofferson. And it has been a very difficult second half for the Huron Tigers, whose shooting is now at 33%. Pierce better, 41%. They've had great shooting in the second half. Dupree with 5:57 left to Kaiser, and back to Dupree as the Governors reset the offense. Take the time now with a 13-point lead. They're down to 14 on the shot clock. Bounce to Barry, right foul line extended. Lob right lane line. Terwilliger turns around in the lane and hits from 6 feet. 9 for Reese and 7.5, 41-26. Pierre again by 15, 5:35 left. Elwine on the left wing. There's Christofferson, a pretty tough defender there to guard her. Handed outside the arc for Carson Kaufman. Now, Huber with a right wing pass for Gainey. She brings it back out to Elwine. Open for a straightaway three, but off the rim. The rebound, however, taken by Hampton Hines. Starts a drive, left that one short. Avery Kaiser with a rebound for the Governors, who have taken control of this game in the second half, and now they feed it to Barry down low, scores. Barry with all 7 of her points in this half, and Huron head coach Cody Kaufman wants a full Agtegra timeout. Well, we'll keep it here. 4:57 remains. Pierre 43, Huron 26. Acres ahead. Can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Pierre shooting in the second half is now at 9 of 15, so they've improved to 44%. Huron is at 31%. In our family dental with Pierre and Gettysburg postgame, we'll name our Bowman Lumber player of the game. A little more details on the Governors' home win in boys basketball over Huron 68-57, 21 points and 11 boards for Jackson Edmond. Lincoln Keenels with 14, Ben Heisler with 12, Jacob Mayer with 11. Huron, after Pierre led by as many as 23, made it a little closer in the second half, but the Governors do hang on. They're 9-6. They'll host Bismarck. That should be some atmosphere at the Riggs High Gym, 6:30, River 92.7 Friday night. Governor girls go to Bismarck to play the Demons, and that'll be here on KGFX. Remember, that's a 7 o'clock start for us on Friday night. We hope you'll join us from North Dakota's capital. Isabel Elwine will inbound for Huron. She's out there with Bryn Huber, Kristen Janes, Hampton Hines, and Heaven Gainey. Huber's into the front court, left alley, guarded by Dupree. 4:50 left now. The defense a little bit too tight that time by Pierre, by Lennox Dupree. That's her first, just the second foul of the second half on the Governors. Gainey will inbound, left sideline, midway through the front court. Hampton Hines, left of the lane, stops her drive, skips it out on the right wing for Isabel Elwine, guarded by Remington Price, who has made more history tonight. Here's a drive in the lane by Janes, rolled it in. Nice shot from 9 feet. And Janes has 9 off the Huron bench, but it's 43-28 for Pierre with 4:27 left in this one. Barry out front to Terwilliger on the right wing for Lennox Dupree with a Terwilliger screen. Out front it is Kaiser, handing it to Price, back to Avery. Left baseline drive, nearly dropped it, is able to bring it right wing to Barry. Wants a 3 off the rim. Terwilliger can't quite gain that rebound. Heaven Gainey did instead. Huron down floor, they've got to really come up with something big now with 4 minutes left and down 15. Good play inside as Hines found a wide open Isabel Elwine with a layup. Somebody missed an offensive assignment there. 7 for Elwine, 43-30 Pierre, 3:45 to play. Barry to Terwilliger, right wing Dupree. Watch it at the Bauman, at the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. They're just below us. Here's Price in the lane for a runner. That's good, and it's 23 for Remington Price. Now 1,004 for her career. 45-30 Pierre with 3:28 to play. Right lane line taken away. Terwilliger has the steal, took it out of the hands of Isabel Elwine. The calling card of the Governors is their defense, and they have really put it on Huron in this second half. Dupree up top to Kaiser. The Governors take their time again. 15 on the shot clock and 3:04 remaining. Price for Dupree up top. 9 on the shot clock, 8. Now a good bounce pass from Kaiser to Price for a drive, and Remy is fouled. A hard shot there, but she's up. Heaven Gainey got her money's worth with that foul. Her first, team foul number 4. Remy has not been to the line tonight. For the year, 76%. She's been so good all through her career, helping her get to that 1,000-point mark, but misses the first one right after I compliment her. But there's plenty to compliment this great player and this nice young lady about. Still quite a bit she hopes left. She hit the second, she's up to 24. 46-30 Pierre over Huron, 2:50 to go. Bryn Huber, right wing, front court. Huron in white, here in black and emerald green. Huron shooting at the basket away from us. James with a nice drive left of the lane, drew a foul. Kaiser trying to catch up with her. But Avery picks up her second foul. Well, I like James. This is a player that fits right in with what Huron is doing. She's really quick. She does miss the free throw here. Remy Price comes out to applause. Sydney Tedrow in. One more and it's good. For James, she has 10. She's leading Huron in scoring off their bench. But it's 46-31 Pierre with 2:33 remaining in this one. Ryan Berry on the left wing with a Kaiser screen. Terwilliger in a high post again. Right side, it's Dupree, stops in the circle. Kaiser with a handoff to Tedrow, left wing. All over her is Hines, and in fact, Hampton fouled her. Hamptyn, Hampton Hines. Her first team foul number 5, and youngsters come in now for Huron. Well, back in is Heinen. She played earlier. Mackenzie Siemensman, a 5'11 junior. Hilton Hines comes back in. With 2:19 to go. Barry bringing to the right side. Lennox Dupree, 2:11 to play in this one. The Piers will be 13-2. They've already clinched a winning season, by the way. First time since 14-15. That was the 19-win season, the first for Scott DeBoer as the Governors head coach. Dupree in the lane, right wing Barry, right corner. This is a drive by Tedrow on the baseline, but she threw it past Kaiser and out of bounds for the Governors' second turnover of the half only. Now Maya Shorter comes in, Elise Christofferson comes in, and the evening probably done for Reese Terwilliger and Ryan Berry, only a minute 50 left. Sports marketing partners that bring you Governor basketball on KGFX include Century Business Products, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, Comtech, Midco, Olinger Law Firm, and Capital City Campus. 1:40 to go. It is Mackenzie Siemensma at the top of the key. Into the lane. This is Elizabeth Heinen, their 6'1 junior player off their bench. Running the point at the moment, Hilton Hines. And a push called away from the basketball on Pierre with 1:24 to play. Kara Weiss comes into the game for the Governors, the 5'7 senior. Second foul, by the way, and Elise Christofferson for the Govs. Team foul number 4. As Avery Kaiser to the bench now with Danny Beck in. Here comes Lennox Dupree with her night's work almost certainly done with 84 seconds left in regulation. And Pierre up by 15, that much time away from being 13-2 before they go to Bismarck Friday. Looking forward to being there and seeing that good Demon team again. James on the right wing for Huron. For Heinen outside the arc. Shorter is all over her. You better play some defense if you want to play for this Governor girls team. James in the lane with a spin, but lost the ball. Now it ends up in a dual possession, and that'll give it to Pierre. That counts as a turnover. In our postgame, our family den will appear in Gettysburg postgame. It'll be Bauman Lumber to name our player of the game. Not a turnover. The arrow was pointed actually to Huron. They had it wrong on the board. A 3 is missing by Kristen James, but it's deflected out of bounds by Pierce. So it was Huron with the arrow. 49.3 left. Academic now. A runner in the lane by Hilton Hines. Good. She rolled it in. And that's her first 2 off the bench. 46-33 Pierre. The Governors will have one more possession, 35 seconds to play in this one. Tedrow up top to Maya Shorter. And on the left wing for Elise Christofferson. Into the lane, stops. Tedrow wants a 3. Bottom for Sid for her first 3 of the game. The Governors' 7th made 3. 49-33 Pierre with 18 seconds to go. James on the right side. Into the corner. It's Heinen. Had it blocked. Right out of her hand, it's Danny Beck, and she has had some blocks. And she had the rebound, too. And now Pierre will dribble the rest of this game out. 2 seconds and 1. And put it in the record book, baby. a 13th win for the Pierre Governors. More history made by Remington Price as she reaches the 1,000-point mark. But you go against the Governor girls, you're going to go against a tough defense, and the Huron Tigers especially learned that in the second half tonight. Final score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. The Pierre Governors 49, the Huron Tigers 33. Pierre with the win improves to 13-2. Huron now at 9-7. Our Family Dental with Pierre and Gettysburg postgame is next. We'll have stats. Hopefully a visit with head coach Kirk Bebout. Another recap of the boys' win. We'll look at the AA scoreboard. But before we go to the break, they have a banner made for Remington Price commemorating her 1,000th point, which she had tonight. She is getting a group hug from a lot of her teammates. And now they will all pose for a photo with Remy front and center. Remy's dad is one of those taking the photos. Greg is. Jeff Schleckaway is taking a photo with his phone too. A special moment for a young lady who deserves the praise. Remington Price tonight became the 5th Governor to reach 1,000 points. We'll start our Family Dental with Pierre and Gettysburg postgame from Huron Arena in 3 minutes on the official voice of Pierre Governor basketball, 1060 103.1 KGFX.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, in-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
A little late in starting, but well worth the wait for the Pierre Governors, who come to Huron, and they beat the Tigers for the second straight year. 49-33 was the final. Big night generally for this team with their great defensive play, but a big night individually for Remington Price with 24 points. She had 5 threes tonight. Again, she really saved the Governors in the first half, scoring 18 of their 22 first-half points. Well, Reese Terwilliger almost came up with a double-double. After having only 2 points at halftime, Reese ended up with 9 points. She had 10 rebounds tonight, too. 7 for Ryan Barry. Ryan hit a 3. Sydney Tedrow with a late 3 for her 3 points. Lennox Dupree had 2. Avery Kaiser had 2. And Maya Shorter had 2. Huron led off the bench by Kristen Janes. 10 points for Kristen tonight. 7 points each for Hampton Hines and Isabel Elwine. Hines had 5 rebounds. 3 points for Bryn Huber, 2 each for Hilton Hines, Carson Kaufman, and Heaven Gainey. Pierre ended up at 45% shooting for the game because in the second half the Governors were 11 of 18, 61% in the second half, 45% for the game on 20 of 44, 7 of 15 on threes. Huron, 35% shooting, so that that's been so good for the Governors, and field goal shooting defense will continue to be so. Just 3 of 15 on threes for Huron. Pierre 2 of 5 at the line. Huron 2 of 7. Rebounding advantage for the Governors, 29-26. Pierre, a little bit of a turnover problem in the first half, had 9, only 2 in the second half tonight. So they are below their average. They averaged 13. They had 11. Huron, 11 turnovers also. 12 points off Huron's bench, most of those by Janes, 5 off the Governor bench. There were 4 lead changes in the first quarter of this game, but Pierre had a good run. Led by as many as 7 in the first quarter, led by 5 at the end of one, 12-7. 22-17 was the Governor lead at the half, and then they opened it up in the third quarter. Outscoring Huron 17-6 and holding Huron to 2 of 9 third quarter shooting and taking a 39-23 lead at the end of 3. And they win it by 16, 49-33 the final, as the Governors now with 13 wins. And that is the most since that 14-15 season, that first that we referred to with Scott DeBoer. That team won 19. This Governor team still with at least 6 games, and they hope more to go, now has 13 wins. Our Bauman Lumber player of the game, about the easiest choice ever, I'd say. We will make it official when we return to Huron in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
You know it. And I'll say it again. I like the way Kristen Janes plays for Huron. A good player with 10 points off their bench. Put in a really good effort tonight. How about Reese Terwilliger? Huron was really swarming her in the first half of this game, and she still ends up with a 9.10 rebound game. And Ryan Barry with a good third quarter to help the Governors pull away. But again, this is one of the easiest player of the game choices ever. No doubt, it's Remington Price. Again, really saved the Governors in the first half with 18 of their 22. Ends up with 24 to become the 5th Governor girls 1,000-point scorer. And her total as it stands now is 1,005 for her career. So Remy now stands not too far behind 4th place. And that was player playing in the early 80s, Karen Hosick, with 1,030, and Remy now is only 25 points behind that. So may not be too long, maybe the early part of next week before Remy goes into 4th. But we'll see about that. Head coach Kurt Bebout making his way up. We'll visit with him when we come back on our Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame. Pierre wins in Huron 49-33. More on our postgame in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Pier 49, Huron 33, as our family dental at Pierre in Gettysburg postgame continues at the Huron Arena, and making the trek up is head coach Kirk Bebout. Congratulations, but I said at the calling card of this team is your defense, and the Huron Tigers learned about that in the second half tonight.
Yeah, challenged the girls, Coach Becker and I a little bit at halftime. They only scored 17 points in the first half, but we felt like we were maybe giving up some things in transition, or that we got a little bit lucky, honestly, that they missed some good looks for them that they probably plan on making. So, we challenged them to really step it up on that end. And, offensively, I think we finished some more plays coming in here. One concern you always have coming in here, it's a little bit different environment or different, the shooting, the depth perception is a little different than what you're used to. So, and it can affect you even on layups. And, I thought we missed some good ones inside, and so that was frustrating for the girls, and they just had to get over it. We just said, look, we're ahead at halftime. We haven't played our best basketball, so we should be thanking our lucky stars and then going out there and finishing the sucker off. And that's exactly what they did. They came out and they imposed their will a little bit, and we got enough stops and made enough plays. It's ESD. Huron's a good team. A lot of respect for those girls over there. I know our girls have a lot of respect for them. They played a lot of games together throughout the year, so it was a good one for us to get tonight.
Yeah, good, enthusiastic young coach. I like the way this team plays. Remy, and she was being defended pretty well in the first half, too, and still had her looks. Boy, she really saved you, especially in that first half tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They only scored 17, but we only scored 22, and we were lucky as well that we made some of those looks because Remy had contest looks. She was feeling it a little bit. And so she made a lot of big ones for us in the first half and put us in a position where we could right ourselves in the second half and come out of here with a win.
And Remy's not completely quiet. It's not like she's really shy or anything, but had a little bit of a smile when all the attention was given to her after the game. But you make an achievement like that, you deserve all the attention you can get.
Scoring. Yeah, Remy is the best. I'll just say that. And she deserves this. She deserved the three-point record, and she deserved this. She's put in the time. She's worked hard. When she was an 8th grader, she played, and they won 4 games, and she went through, I'm sure she had a ton of fun, but that's hard. She went from 4 wins to 7 wins to 8 to 10, and now, whatever we're at right now. So she's been the face of the program, and she's seen that improvement every year, and she's never given up and always given full effort, and she's done it with the best attitude you could ever ask for. So she totally deserves this. Couldn't be happier for her. So, yeah, she's just awesome kid. And scoring 1,000 points, like you said, I don't like – so I came from Minnesota. They play 26 games a year in Minnesota. And no diss on Minnesota because I was born there.
Yes.
But over half your games are against lesser competition. I'm just going to the balance in South Dakota and the teams you're playing are legit. Mm-hmm. So Remy was playing against good teams every single night. And you're playing in 2A girls basketball where the scoring is minimal. We talk about our defense. We're also leading the state in scoring for 2A.
Yep.
And, it probably doesn't seem that way because doesn't feel like that many points. So there's not a whole lot of points scored. You're only playing 20 games a year as opposed to 26. You're playing she's getting beat up every night. They're putting their best defender on her every single night, and their coach is telling them, don't let her get going, don't let her get looks over and over again. So she's had to battle through all that to get to 1,000 points. wow, phenomenal. I can't say enough about it.
You make a great point because your average, it'll go down slightly tonight, but it was 57.7 points coming in. You make a good point in saying that's not the easiest thing to do in South Dakota AA girls basketball.
I mean, okay, Coach Becker handles our D, and he does an amazing job. The girls have bought in, and I agree. Like, it's fun to watch the girls play D, but we're doing some pretty good things on offense too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, so I don't know. It's both ways, and we're just happy, as a team to be playing well. We got to keep getting better. Games like this help you get better because it was not easy whatsoever. So shout out again to Huron.
Boy, I'll tell you about games that'll make you better. I'm sure you know Bismarck is playing as well as they did last year, and you go up to their place, and it should be a great game, but it'll be a great test for your team on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just another opportunity to get better. I mean, and I think our girls really look forward to those, those challenges. That's the fun. That's when that's when the hair in your arm stands up and you get excited and like, let's see what we can do. I mean, that's what we want. So, one way or another, we'll go up there, we'll give it our best, we'll help us get better. And I think our team believes that we can do whatever we put our minds to because we're exactly that. We're a team right now.
It's now 13-2 after their 49-33 victory tonight at the Huron Arena over the Tigers. As the Governors again have the most wins for this program in one season since that 14-15 team that won 19 games. So still action left, no doubt. They're not going to miss the Soda X16 now. They have at least 6 more games to go, and they hope it's 9. That would mean a state tournament appearance. But still plenty of work to do before then. Let's look at other scores before we leave you tonight from Huron. And we will begin with the other action in AA girls basketball. And, Kirk Bebout just keeps talking about how competitive AA girls basketball is. And a game I thought would be a lot more competitive than it was. O'Gorman with a win over Sioux Falls Lincoln. Not a surprise at all there, but the surprise was the margin, the score, 71-35. I mean, Lincoln's 6-8, but I think they're a better team than that record shows. O'Gorman 11-3, should say Lincoln is now 6-9. Sioux Falls Jefferson needed overtime, but they got by Watertown at the Civic Arena 49-40. Jefferson improves to 13-2. They came in second in the seed point standings. Watertown, I'd say they're a better team than 7-8 too. Aberdeen Central defeats Mitchell at the Corn Palace. Hey, there's a good win for the Golden Eagles, 55-48. 5-7 now for Aberdeen. 8-7 is Mitchell's record now. Brandon Valley knocks off Sioux Falls Washington 58-50 in Brandon. Those Lynx, I don't think you want to be playing them in March either. Well, the Governors did lose to them. That was the last loss 6 games ago. Brandon Valley now at 10-5, just the 3rd loss of the year for Washington. They're 11-3. Spearfish wins at Sturgis by a score of 52-25. The Spartans are 6-8. That's not a bad little team either. Sturgis continuing to struggle. They are at 1-13. As we mentioned earlier, it was a win for the Governor boys over the Huron Tigers tonight at the Riggs High Gym, led by the 21 points and 11 rebounds of Jackson Edmond. 68-59 was that final. Again, the Governors go to Bismarck, host Bismarck, I should say, on Friday night at the Riggs High Gym, 6:30 on River 92.7. 9-6, a win the Governors really needed. Huron is now at 6-10. Sioux Falls Roosevelt defeats Brookings 52-46. That's a good win for the Rough Riders at 9-6. Well, Brookings has struggled, but Roosevelt can use the seed points there at number 6 coming in. Sioux Falls Jefferson, still unbeaten, 15-0 now after a 60-44 home win over Watertown. The Arrows are 6-9. Lincoln over O'Gorman, 77-59. That good Lincoln team, TJ Rock leading them. They're 14-1. O'Gorman now is at 6-9. Mitchell beats Aberdeen Central in Aberdeen 60-47. Speaking of a team you don't want to play in March, I think that's the Colonels. They're tough. They're 12-3. Governor boys get them next week. Aberdeen now 3-9. Sioux Falls Washington knocks off Brandon Valley 52-38. Hey, there's a win the Warriors needed. They came in 9th in the boys' seed point standings. They're now at 7-6. Brandon Valley at 10-5. Douglas playing in Hot Springs tonight and trailing at the half by a score of 27-14. That's what's happening tonight in AA boys basketball. Again, next for the Governor teams, the Bismarck Demons. The boys again Friday night at the Riggs High Gym. That's on River 92.7 with coverage beginning at 6:30. And for these Governor girls, they head to Bismarck to play those Demons on Friday. We'll have it for you here on KGFX. Again, make note that the starting time will be a little bit later than normal, 7 o'clock on Friday night from Dick Carlsgard Gym on the Bismarck High campus. Looking forward to seeing that Demons team again that looked like they were going to blow the Governors out in the Riggs High Gym last year before the Governor girls made a nice comeback only to fall short. But a Governor team that will go in playing very well, and the Demons will find out what this Governor girls defense is like. Should be a fun night in North Dakota's capital on Friday night. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to think twice and slow down in case of ice. Our thanks to everyone who helped make it happen tonight, including the activities director here in Huron, Terry Roden. Thanks also to Jeff Duffy for his help. Thanks also to Live Ticket and Caleb Brosick for providing the video tonight. And thanks also to our studio coordinator, and that's Haley Hansen. I'm David Burrell. The Pierre Governors got the defense going in the second half, and their offense picked it up from there. And on a record-setting night, a milestone night for Remington Price as she became a 1,000-point club member, scoring 24, the Governors beat Huron for the second year in a row. Final score one more time on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. The Pierre Governors 49, the Huron Tigers 33. ABC News comes next. Then it's Classic Country to take you through the evening and night. Big Daddy Dave Williams will get your Wednesday started tomorrow here on KGFX from 6 until 10. Thank you for joining us. Good night from Huron Arena.